Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy. Funk, still up doing what I do out here in the lab. I'm closing out with this lesson. This ought to be fun. I got something nice for you. Let's do what we do. Right? Isms. 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. There's a message to the story for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life, and that's what it is. Through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily, will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. So I ask the question, do you know you? It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not. Simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do. For you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself, and always, to my yacht, be true. Right thinkers, I was doing my funk things. I got another little concept. This is ode to the Temptations. Back in the day, they had a record called Cloud 9. So, right thinkers, join me on my spiritual Cloud 9. Theirs was drug-induced. Mine is God-induced. Let me tell you about it. I hope you can get the understanding. I think this was a good message or a good concept. Let's see what you think. All right? Right thinkers, we'll say there. Just come join me on my spiritual Cloud 9 of what? Self-knowledge. Knowledge is the ultimate drug. That's the high. That's the most high. Let's talk about it. AKA, to the Temptations. Right thinkers, back in my day, we had a group called the Temptations, smooth stepping guys, okay. But when they sang the song, the music had a message in it. And this message had a record called Cloud 9. Back in the 60s, drug use, heroin use, cocaine use, drug use is running rampant, okay. So, and back then, they used drugs as an escape. They called it Cloud 9, okay. So, back in the day, oh yeah. Cloud 9, yeah. And what they were doing, when you get high on Cloud 9, you can be what you want to be on Cloud 9. You ain't got no responsibility. Why? Because every man is free. Why? In Cloud 9, you ain't got you out there all, okay? That's why. That's not a good place to be, okay? And I always laughed at the record because I seen people on Cloud 9. Just let you know. And when you was high, aka on Cloud 9, okay, you had a false sense of reality. To just sit back and just go into a state of nothingness or just, I don't know what they inside. I watched guys shoot up and just nod out. Hours on the time, just enjoying. I could not understand that, but that was Cloud 9. That's the concept. They just waste their life away. Go to work every day, do what they got to do just to go on Cloud 9 for the weekend. I see you on Monday. Why? I'm about to go on Cloud 9. I see you in a few days. That was the lifestyle. So the record fit the community that we live in. Again, another one, ball of confusion. Okay? To sell the pills was at an all-time high. Right now, selling pills of oxy is at an all-time high, and that's a prescribed drug. Moving on. But when you was high on Cloud 9, you had no sense of reality, okay? False sense of reality. And watch this. Now, personally, I used to trip off acid back in my senior year of high school. Every day I took a dab of acid. I was tripping balls, okay? And I was on my personal cloud nine. But I functioned in every scenario I had to deal with every day. I was where I wanted to be in my mind, but still functioning. That was the beauty part for me, okay? But cloud nine still meant that you was on somewhere, but everybody wasn't there with you. But what's this? Now that cloud I'm on is my spiritually high cloud nine, where what is based on what? God knowledge, self knowledge, knowing thyself and feeling good about yourself, doing what's right and enjoying life. But why? Because you're being blessed. When? Daily. That's the key. My cloud nine is blessed on a day-to-day basis. We serve a what right now, God? As my pastor would tell you. Moving on. I got on my spiritual cloud nine about over 10 years now. When I got on that cloud, wasn't nobody but me. See where I'm going with that? Now I got about 2,500 people on that cloud, and come on. Why? Man, it's all good. That's what I want. So when I got on that cloud now 10 years ago, and now I'm still spiritually high. Okay, if you can't get what God gives you when you understand who you are and the knowledge of self, that's the best drug you can have. Why is this? 9 is what? The highest number, and the highest spiritual level we call nihas. See the 9, the knee in there at 9? Okay, that's the highest number. And what that means, 9 being the highest number, you can't get no higher. So 9 is what? Most high. Okay? And that's the concept. AKA, what's that they say? I can't read my own writing. Okay, yeah, George say, yeah, there you go. So high, you can't get over it. You can't beat God. Like my pastor, one of my elders at the church, you can't beat God given, no matter how hard you try. So you can't get higher than God. Why? No matter how hard you try, you can't get over. Simple as that. That's the concept, George. Again, another concept from George. And why? Because God is what? The best drug you can use when? Daily. Trust me, I know why. I have 10 years using it. I know what it do. That's what I'm telling you. I know that part oh so well. What? Through experience. I have what? A best friend who have been spiritually or riding the spiritual cloud 9 since I met him. I kick it with the brother every day, okay? Go to church with him every week. The highest spiritual level is called by many different names, okay? If you're Christian, you Christ-like. If you're Muslim, you reach Allah. Christians, Christhood, okay? Everybody call it a different name, but the idea is the work that you put in to get there. That don't change. That's the concept I'm trying to explain to you. And watch this. Different means, but they all mean the same thing. They call by different names. Even God, they call by different names. Still the same God. That's the concept. It don't change. Now, once you personally reach that spiritual level of enlightenment, that's the highest of high. You got the most high. And now you can come on my what? Spiritual cloud 9. Why? Because you know who you are. If you ain't comfortable or you don't have knowledge of self, you can't ride on my cloud. Simple as that. Why? I break it down. We know where we getting there. Again, everything ain't for everybody. Understand that. Now, I'm doing fine on my spiritual cloud 9, but the only way you ever gonna be invited or able to get on is you get yours together. So why? You don't involve mine. You got to do you. You're welcome when you got you. I ain't carrying you. No. You got to get your own, my man or sister, to make a difference to me. Why? We all had that opportunity. That's why. With self-knowledge, that's all you got to do. Obtain self-knowledge. Your cloud 9, okay? Your cloud 9 holds you what? Accountable. The only way you can reach that level to be your best self is what? Put the work in. What? Daily. How long? That's up to you. Okay? Do what you need to do. The quicker and the better you do it, the quicker you do the results you get out. You reap what you sow. Simple as that. I have a lot of what? Room on my spiritual cloud. It's a reason for that. Yeah, it ain't that big. No, I know it ain't that big. Don't need a whole bunch. But those who there, they know how they got there. And that's why I do what I do for you. I want you there in your own. So you have your own spiritual cloud nine. You can welcome to mine, but you can't get to mine without having yours. Okay? We can share. I say we can share blessings. Why? If we getting blessed, I'm getting blessed, you getting blessed. We can share the blessings. Why? We both experiencing what? For ourselves. See where I'm going with that? And when you have that, you're all welcome. Moving on. Well, I'm at, okay, now my spiritual cloud nine is a lifestyle that only those who reach spiritual enlightenment and follow a spiritually disciplined lifestyle. If you don't want to do that, you're not welcome on my cloud. You ain't got to worry about that. In life, again, when you're serving God through what? Righteous and virtuous living, God will repay you. I'm not a preacher. I don't do that. No, I'm just telling you a fact. It's not the argument, not even the debate. Well, but no, they know. But if you do what you're supposed to do for him, he'll do what he's supposed to do for you. It don't change for you or nobody else. In life, when you're serving God through that concept, watch this. I am blessed, not to brag or boast, but when? Daily. Just for the way I live. I'm doing what? God's work by just doing the right thing. When? All the time. Not what I want, not how I feel, none of that. Just do what's right and you'll be fine. That takes a lot of courage, a lot of willpower. So it ain't for everybody to do, because everybody gonna make excuses to do wrong. When you start holding yourself accountable not to do wrong, that's self-improvement. Simple as that. Instead of making excuses why you doing wrong, that don't help you one bit. Monday morning quarterbacking. Well, I should have. No. That means you did something wrong. When you did it, it was wrong. And that ain't gonna change the fact that it was wrong. Why you did it won't change the fact that it was wrong. So moving on. And again, if you want to get the most high, come and join my right thinking philosophy. Follow it, and you will get just that. Be your best and reach the most high. Why? Through what you need to do for yourself. That's why I give it to you. And the cloud nine is what? Knowing thyself. That's your own personal cloud. And once you get there, now we at a level where we see eye to eye now. Moving on. Respectfully and spiritually with understanding from what? Experience. Not no other way. Christ told you that I am the only way. And that's knowledge of self is the only way. Moving on. And Christ had that. If you want to ride, wait a minute, excuse me. My spiritual cloud nine is what? Having knowledge of self, aka knowing thyself. And to do that, you have to live right. That's the combination. That's how it works. If the first number is a combination, it's three numbers. If the first number is wrong, the whole thing gonna be wrong. Second number, wrong, you got nothing. Okay. So if you don't put the numbers right order, right sequence, you ain't gonna open that lock. Just an analogy. I thought that might fit for that concept. But watch this. Now, if you want to ride on my cloud nine, you have to have ruled your own cloud nine, aka have got knowledge of self. Why? Because my cloud nine don't do ignorant people. Sorry. Simple as that. Everybody got their rules and regulations. I got mine. Simple as that. And I'm not taking, my tolerance for ignorance is zero. So we can't get to heaven being not righteous. So you can't get on my cloud nine without being knowledge of self. Simple as that. Moving on. I'm just trying to concept. Hope you understand it. Ignorant people can't have a ride on my cloud nine. Why? They ain't got their own cloud nine. Simple. That's why. And my cloud nine ain't, again, understand that, for everyone. Because the things that you need to do to get there, to reach that level, everybody's not going to do that. This is the spiritual path I'm trying to explain to you. And it's a knowledge of self thing. I don't want ignorant people on my cloud. Yeah, in the world of the world, it's fine, but not in mine. I ain't got a problem with that. Just moving on. Watch this.
My cloud nine ain't for everybody because I don't want, okay. So there is no better high than what? No high higher than what? The God's high, which is what? God knowledge, aka know thyself. Knowledge of self. All those things is what gets you to cloud nine, your spiritual cloud nine, where you have knowledge of self. You have the free pass to come on my cloud and anybody else is at that level. Why? It ain't a whole bunch of us. Like the billionaires, ain't a whole bunch of y'all. They know who each other is. And each one of them respect the other. Why? They know how they got their billions. They know it wasn't easy. Simple. Spiritually enlightened people feel the same way about spiritually blessed people who are living and doing right. So they respect and know each other. Real, recognize, real. Let's go. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm moving on. I don't see no Pinocchios lately. What's going on right here? Now, my cloud nine. Okay, did that one. I'm moving on, wrapping up. Okay, knowing thyself. Understand me. That is the drug of drugs. That's the ultimate. Understand that. No, it ain't your religious. Why? That's man-made. Knowing thyself is the most high drug. That's what the cloud nine high. That's a God high. LOL. You can't get no higher than God. He's the most high. And when you become one with him, you become what? The most high. See where we're going with this? Wrapping it up. Hope you get the concept. Now, I'm saying join me in what? Gaining and master, self-mastery, aka knowledge of self. Why? That gets you there. That's the elevation of the people who what? Are ignorant of themselves. Moving on. Right thinking philosophy takes you to what? The spiritual cloud nine for yourself with what? Daily lessons, and you can practice and go to reach your cloud nine spiritually by what? Gaining knowledge of self, by what? Putting your work in, having experience for yourself. That drug, aka self-knowledge, is for life. Why? Because it becomes your way of life. You're engulfed in it. I'm just saying. And ever since I gained self-knowledge, aka learned myself, I have been on my spiritual cloud nine ever since. And ain't nobody above me. I'm as high as they gonna get. When you got God knowledge of self, they can't get higher than you. Trust me. Even though they try, ain't happening. Don't concern yourself with what they doing or not doing. You just keep doing what you do. Trust me on that one. Now, if you thought, what's this? Free base. Been there, done that. That high? Heroin. Now, I sniffed it, never shot it. Okay, so I can't allow it for that one. But if whoever done it, if you think that high, that blast, and I can attest to the acid. I love tripping. And yeah, don't none of that compare to what? The most high. Having knowledge of self. That's a drug that you can just keep taking day in and day out, and it's only gonna get better. How about that? You got that kind of drug for sale? Give me some of that. But guess what? You can't buy it. You can have it for yourself. You can make it happen. How about that? That's magic. When you have self-mastery, okay, that's that God drug, okay? Knowing thyself, that's the drug that what? Won't wear off until what? The physical life is done. And then it takes over and goes what? Ascends. Not. That's the difference. Last one, wrapping it up again. I appreciate you tuning in, but come on, get on my cloud nine with me. Why? It's a beautiful thing for those who understand. Y'all call it blissed out. Moving on. Let me tell you again. No man-made drug or religion can compare to God's drug of what? Self-knowledge. Is the best knowledge you can obtain. Without self-knowledge, all other knowledge falls a little bit short. As my man say, we lost by a whisker. Yeah, whatever. But the fact that you don't understand who you are, know who you are, what you're about, you can't reach cloud nine. You don't have spiritual enlightenment. That's what it's all about. Having knowledge of self is the drug of choice. Choose that one. That's what I got for you. I'm doing it every day. How about that? It's the right thinking way. I got you. And in closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100 and me 100 minus a day. So I never know that my right thinkers
have passed away. That's the lesson. Hope you enjoyed it. You know, I'll be back for more, with more. That's what I do for you.